What's up, world? This is the TYSK report. I got some very interesting stories on the docket for you today, so I don't want to waste your time, so let's dive in. In the first article, robot manufacturer introduces AI powered bartender. Now it says here service robot manufacturer Rich Tech Robotics recently unveiled Scorpion, an AI powered single arm drink serving robot. Now, Scorpion has an average drink production time of 1 minute, and its standard layout can support 20 ingredients, giving it a deep repertoire of cocktail recipes. It also uses intelligent conversation AI to interact with customers, such as providing drink recommendations based on their preferences and mood, Rich Tech said. It uses AI camera technology to interpret gestures and facial expressions and can converse in one primary language and three auxiliary languages. Now, Scorpion is designed with the ability to engage with customers, and its interactive personality and entertaining presence provide an unforgettable novel experience, Nevada-based Rich Tech said. Now, because Scorpion is a single-arm robot, it is cheaper and more compact than its Rich Tech two-arm humanoid robot bartender Adam, and is designed to set up in the bed of a Tesla Cybertruck. Besides bartenders, Rich Tech also manufactures delivery, cleaning, and multi-purpose robots. And here is the Rich Tech Robotics website right here. So on this website, when we go through it, it's showing you the different robots that they have. So as the Scorpion that we just talked about, then they have the Atom, which is the two-arm robot. This also acts as a bartender. Then they also have their delivery robots down here, and then their floor cleaning robots as well. When you look up here, you can see the Scorpion kind of pouring a drink and then serving it in the bed of a Tesla Cybertruck. So yeah, it looks like technology is continuing to innovate, and this bartender robot, this Scorpion, I believe, will be used for more of taste testing things. And of course, the Atom is also set up in different Walmart stores where people can try out different drinks. So it's interesting to see where these are going to be placed as time moves on. But I also do wonder if people would prefer something like this robotic Scorpion serving them as a bartender versus that in-person experience that you get with an actual person. So I definitely don't believe that this would replace bartenders or anything like that. This would probably be more for those taste testing events, some gatherings, or maybe something that you could just have at a quick little party or whatever, things like that. But we'll see what happens in the near future as time moves on. Let's move on to the next article. Meta brings back face scanning to combat scams and account hacking. Now, Facebook and Instagram are testing new facial recognition tools that could help users quickly restore compromised accounts and combat fake celebrity endorsed scams. Meta announced its plan to roll out experimental features that can scan a user's face to verify their identity by comparing it against profile pictures on Facebook and Instagram. Now, the first usage of these tools aim to protect both celebrities and everyday people from so-called celeb bait ads that impersonate notable figures to trick users into visiting scam websites. Celebrities will need a Facebook or Instagram profile to use the new facial recognition tools, but they've shown promising results for detection speed and efficacy in early testing with a small group of public figures, according to Meta. Now, Meta's facial recognition tools will also eventually allow Facebook and Instagram users to regain access to their locked accounts by submitting a video selfie, similar to authentication systems like Apple's Face ID. So I do believe this type of technology will continue to expand and grow, and the reason why is because all the different hacks that happen across the globe each and every day in different type of sectors and industries. So my prediction is I think biometric authentication and verification would not only be the norm in the future, but also the standard. And I think they will begin to start to phase out passcodes and passkeys and passwords, because something like your thumbprint or your face are attached to your body. So you never have to worry about thinking about those things, that you could just use them to unlock your phone, or who knows, your computer and other electric devices that we're using. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But that is my prediction for the future when it comes to biometrics. So we shall see if my prediction will come true later on down the road. I'm not going to put years on it or anything like that, but technology does move at a rapid pace, so you never know what's going to happen. But let's move on to the next article. Cruise is back in the news, and it says here Cruise lost $435 million this quarter, even with its robotaxis on hiatus. So it says here, even with most of its autonomous vehicle fleet on ice, Cruise is still bleeding cash. The robotaxi company that is wholly owned subsidiary of General Motors, GM, lost $435 million in the third quarter of 2024, GM reported this morning. So that's an improvement from the $791 million lost in the third quarter of 2023. It's an instructive moment to check in with Cruise because the company has been on hiatus since October 27, 2023, weeks after one of its driverless vehicles in San Francisco struck and then dragged a pedestrian over 20 feet, severely injuring her. Now, Cruise has made small steps towards restarting its robotaxi service since then, with test vehicles on the roads in Arizona and Texas. It recently announced plans to deploy manually driven vehicles in the Bay Area later this year, but it still hasn't said when it will resume its paid commercial service. So it says here, driverless cars are expensive. No one is making money yet, not even Waymo, with all the might and resources of Alphabet at its back. GM has had its share of headwinds, but it stands a decent chance as any of proving whether the technology can be safe and profitable in the future. So it looks like Cruise is trying to get back in the game when it comes to robo-taxis, and that comes on the back burner, I should say, of Tesla's We Robot event revealing their robo-taxis, and then you have Waymo, who has been running full hand of steam doing what they do, but as this article said, you know, Waymo is not making money either. So I wonder what's going to happen when it comes to robo-taxis. They definitely are pushing this. These are not the only companies doing it. This is just right here in the US. They have companies over in Europe and also China who also test some of their autonomous vehicles here. We shall see what's going to happen with this type of space, and we could soon see them in mass, but maybe later on down the road. But then again, as always, technology finds its way to surprise us in a rapid pace. And then one day we could just see this type of stuff quicker than we thought. So it's something to be on the lookout for. So we'll see how this one plays out. But let's move on to the next article. Sensei reels in $16 million to expand its contactless store platform in Europe. Now, while Amazon Go helped popularize the concept of completely contactless stores, the arena is growing with others like 7-Eleven and Walmart entering the category. In Europe, Portuguese startup Sensei has been capitalizing on this momentum to grow its contactless store platform and has now raised about $16.2 million in a Series A funding round led by Blue Crow Capital. Now, Sensei says its system uses computer vision and AI-powered sensors to automatically update the store payment system with the contents of customers' carts, and when they're ready to check out, it will display a list of the items all ready to be paid for. Now, CEO Vasco Portugal said the company has been growing, especially last year, with fresh cash in the bank. The startup is now aiming to have 1,000 fully autonomous points of sale by 2026. It has operations with clients in Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, and Brazil, and plans to expand into Central and Northern Europe. So this is just some updated news on technology expansion out there in Europe. With these contactless stores, Amazon Go has been closing a few of theirs here and there. So I wonder why it's taking off over in Europe versus here in the US. Let's move on to the next article. Amazon is reportedly working on a low-cost storefront to rival Temu. Amazon may be working on a secondary online sales platform that would compete with the absurdly low prices of Chinese retailer Temu. The information reported that it has seen internal information sent to Amazon merchants that details some of the price caps for this new storefront. Now, the outlet claims the upper limit of prices are set at $8 for jewelry, $9 for bedding, $13 for guitars, and $20 for sofas that are shipped from its fulfillment center in Guangdong, China under this new low-cost store. According to this site sources, orders from the storefront would have slower shipping timelines of 9 to 11 days and would also charge lower fulfillment fees to sellers. Now, Amazon has not set price limits on its eponymous online storefront, so this new platform will be a markedly different strategy from its usual approach. It's more in line with the pricing policy followed by Temu, which launched in 2022. So that's just some of the latest news happening with Amazon. But one thing about Temu is that people love it. I see their ads everywhere. So it's definitely going to be a tough task to try to take away market share from Temu. I will keep you updated on this story as it continues to grow if it does. Let's move on to the next article. TARROB teams up with Rockwell Automation to offer inspection robots and software. Rockwell Automation last week signed an agreement with TARROB GmbH, a Dietzman Group company, to provide robots that would enable industrial facilities to automate their operations. Vienna, Austria-based TARROB designs and manufactures ground robots for inspection, maintenance, and data collection to optimize and enhance efficiency on a variety of industrial sites. Calypso, Rockwell's digital services business, and TARROB said they will work together to provide clients with an end-to-end robotic automation solution that will herald the next phase in industrial automation and transformation. This partnership will promote Rockwell's leadership in automation and digital twins, and TARROB's leadership in inspection robots. Now, TARROB's robots can perform missions under harsh environmental conditions to gather video, audio, and sensor data. This can also detect gas leaks and manipulate valves while adhering to strict industry safety standards and supporting customers' net zero initiatives. Now, Calypso and TARROB plan to provide a holistic system including a physical robot, sensors, and supervision software. They will also offer mission data and analysis using AI and machine learning, as well as systems integration. The company said this will allow organizations to automate inspection and maintenance. Their stated goal is to increase personal safety, reduce operational expenditures, and improve production throughput. So it looks like automation is taking over and growing in different industries, and they want to make sure that they make things more efficient and help people become more safe. So that's why they're automating these things. It's important to bring these stories to you because if you're working in these different types of industries, it's important to stay up to date on what's happening in it because you don't want to be affected by it if you have a job or career in it. And you could one day come into your place of business and find out that what you were doing before has been automated because that's what's happening in different sectors and industries across the globe. So it's just something to be on the lookout for. These were some very interesting stories to check out. Comment down below what was your favorite. But as always, I bring you the things you should know happening in the world of technology. Stay tuned for the next video.